Well, it is about time for another video. I don't know if this is really a train wreck tutorial, I guess, kind of. Or maybe more like a hillbilly hack. Yeah. Is that a thing? Vicki Lynn, right? Remember her? Life hacks with Vicki Lynn? Well, anyway, when you don't have the funds to buy what you need or want, you just create it out of what you got. And that's what we're going to do today. She was organizing some stuff and trying to figure out how to do it. So let's see how she does it. Okay, I'll see you at the end.
Well, hello everybody. It is Saturday, May 29th, and I came up with something to do a video on. I mentioned before that Danette and I are going to do a stitch along of a new project together. It's a mermaid, a mirabilia. Is that how you pronounce it? Mermaid. And I finally got my deliveries of all of my supplies, and I was kind of kitting it all up, and well, back up a ways. While I was going through my existing stuff, I had a giant mess on my hands because I not only had all of my stuff, but also all of my mom's stuff. I'm gonna let you just see me because I look like hell, but whatever. Anyway. So I had not only all of her cross-stitch supplies, but all of my own, and I was going through it all, trying to get it all organized so I could see what I actually had and didn't have, because a lot of it was kitted up. I had whips going that she had started and all this stuff, and going through everything to figure out what did I actually have to buy, trying to keep it as the least costly as possible. So another thing was that when I had my own place, so many people had helped me out getting my apartment furnished, and a lot of that stuff is stored away for the future use, but I try to, you know, reuse as much of it as possible rather than just boxing it up. And I'm not going to share some of that stuff because, you know, it's mine. Anyway, Rachel had sent me a stand for my coffee maker that keeps the Keurig cups in it, and I knew that would be able to be used for something. I just wasn't sure, so I finally figured out what to use it for. Now, Brian is out running errands. He's going to some of my favorite stores, but I resisted going with. He's going to the Container Store and Home Depot and Walmart and stuff, and you know, I love storage, but I decided to stay home. But I did give him measurements, asking him to pick me up a piece of like sheet metal, 1 foot by 1 foot. But I'm going to show you what I did, and it kind of works. It could have been better. That's why I sent him to go get a piece of metal if he finds it. But I'm going to show you what I actually did with my Keurig coffee drawer. Okay, Jasmine wants to come in now that she hears me talking, so let's go let her in too. Okay. All right, okay. Well, come on. Come on. Come on. Okay. All right, so here's my drawer. And let me get you situated here. I'm gonna pause this so you don't have to constantly watch me readjusting my camera. All right, so this is the drawer for the Keurig that goes under the coffee maker normally, and we had the, you know, pedestal spinning one downstairs and we don't need to. So anyway, so one of the things that she did a lot of, and by she, I mean my mom, she did lots and lots of memorabilia, which call for a lot of these specialty, you know, Kreinik. And I had them in the plastic bins with the little dividers, but they're laying on their sides and you can't see the number and all that. I thought, well, this drawer would be good. So I messed around with it for a while, and I had a Amazon box that was the right depth. So I just stuck the Amazon box inside. And then to keep these standing up, what I did was I just poked nails through the cardboard and put each one, you know, I just poked it right through onto the nails. So I've got, you know, a bunch of nails sticking up. Can you see that? Okay. But what ended up happening when I was showing this to Brian, because we were each coming up with our own little inventions. His has to do with fishing. That's why he's out hunting for supplies for his idea, his invention. I told him that my cardboard is too thick, because when I was opening and shutting this, sometimes these would pop up and get caught because it's such a tight fit, and the cardboard has a thickness to it. So I said, I need a piece of like metal to use, 12 by 12 for the base of this. So if he comes home with one, great. And then I've got those really high-powered magnets from Guyver that she sent me way back when, that I figured I could put on the bottom of the metal, because I've got a little bit of clearance there, okay, and that would hopefully magnetize the entire piece of metal. And then for the actual spools, put, you know, just tape the nails that I was using to each spool, and then they would just be able to be moved wherever, but they wouldn't hopefully fall over when I put them on here and slide them in and out. I don't know if that will work or not, but it was an idea. But in the meantime, to keep them from sticking to the edge, because they'll come up off the nail a little bit, and then I can't get the damn thing open without messing with it. So what I did in the meantime was another gift from Guyver. She had sent me these plastic cutting boards. So what I did, and this works for now, my Hillbilly hat. Come on, get in there. Let me, hold on. Let's fix this. Let's fix it. Hold on. Let me get this back open. Get it open. Let's see, so I've got, and they're all like sorted numerically and then by type, blah, 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 blah. Some of them are missing their stickers, whatever. But so in the meantime, if I don't figure out something better than this cardboard box, this plastic cutting board, and then it just so happens to fit like right in this little lip here of the metal in the frame, and that would keep it so that it'll slide open and closed. And I lost a nail somewhere in there. But yeah, I just used regular nails through the bottom of the cardboard. So yeah, then at least I can get it open and closed fairly easily. But the whole thing would work a lot easier if I wasn't using such a thick piece of cardboard to give me a little more clearance. But that's what I decided to reuse my Keurig storage drawer for. Keep my stuff organized for that. So I thought that was kind of cool. And just an idea of how to reuse some stuff. And then I just, because it has open sides, I just used some black duct tape, and I taped my cardboard box to the drawer frame to kind of make it look a little more streamlined. And it doesn't matter that this hangs over. I thought about cutting it, but it goes in my cubby there, and you'll never see the back of it because it gets buried with other stuff stacked on top. But that was my solution for now. And then what have I been working on? Well, I think I showed you before. I've been working on the this Diamond Art Club. It's called Cloud Runner. And for some reason, I was not thinking when I started it, because normally when I do a diamond painting, I always start in the upper left and I work toward the right because, you know, I'm doing this while I'm working during the day between phone calls. So normally when I'm doing it, and I know everybody starts in a different spot, I start there and then I slide it, the completed part, further away from me. And then I, you know, do another one back and forth, kind of like reading a book. Okay. But for some reason, I had it upside down. I don't know why. And I started in the bottom right, which means when if this wasn't turned sideways, okay, got a big old mess. As I'm completing it, I have to slide it further and further this way, but my keyboard when I'm working is here, so I'm getting it in my way, versus when I start on that end, my keyboard's sitting on unfinished part all the time and it doesn't matter. So I screwed that up, but I'm almost done with my first band across, so I'll probably do three rows and be done with it. But yeah, that's where we're at on that one. So that's that. That's what I've been up to. And oh, I have also been working on the beaded cross stitch quite a bit, relatively speaking. So let's go check that out. I'll take you down there and show you that. Alrighty. And I do have a holiday weekend. No, I'm not working on Monday for Memorial Day, so maybe we'll get 2 videos this week. We'll see. I spent a good portion of the day yesterday, 7 or 8 hours cleaning. So I feel like I deserve to just take today off, but as long as I'm coming downstairs, let's put these rags back in there. Okay. Okay, beaded cross stitch. Let's see where we're at. Okay. Can you tell? I've got a little bit down here done. That's it. But yeah, it's time consuming, that's for sure. I'm glad it's not something full coverage. I can't even imagine. But I have been enjoying doing it. And my supplies aren't terrible for it. I have to cover this because the cat's constantly trying to get at everything. She keeps taking off with my spool of thread. But I use the dashboard pad to put the beads on. And then I just lay it on top of that while I'm working. And then I just have the container, scissors, needle threader, and the floss that you use. And 1 needle, that's all I got right now. But yeah, I could even use that metal sheet to cover that to keep her out of it when I'm not using this. And then because, you know, she's got claws and I'm terrified she's going to wreck it, I keep it stored during the day. I fold it down and I just keep it up against something so she can't rip at it. But that's that, right? So that's it. That's all I've been doing. That and cleaning. I got some magic erasers and cleaned all the marks off the walls as best I could. But yeah, so that's been my project. So I know, short video. What else? Is there anything else? I don't think so. If I do get a piece of metal and redo that drawer, I'll certainly show you the Kreinik, is that how you say it? Kreinik drawer 2.0, if I get a second one. But for now, that's it. That's all there is. Okay, I'm going to get back to whatever I was doing. I don't know what I was doing. I do need cat litter, though. I do need cat litter. Both Jasmine and Lily have had digestive issues this week. It's been quite the nightmare. At least she been going downstairs and pooping by the front door. She threw up on the rug in the bedroom last night too, though. And the cat, she's disgusting, so I'm desperate need of more cat litter. But anyway, okay. That's it, everybody. And short but sweet. I do still have a couple more letters to do if I come up with what I'm going to use on them. We'll figure it out as we go. But that's it. I hope you're having a great holiday weekend, and I love y'all. Bye. I thought of one more thing that I made that I don't think I ever showed you. So I have an issue with throwing anything away. Save everything. Hoarder. Anyway, I save like salsa jars and peanut jars, and I'm like, what am I going to do with this? So here's my vacation fund. I just cut a little hole out of the top. There's my vacation fund, and then I can like either paint or decorate or whatever the jar when I get around to it. But yep, made myself a piggy bank. Isn't that great? Okay. What else did I do? I don't know. I put it away. That mandala I did, I hated it so much because it was such a mess that I painted over the entire thing. I'm going to retry it. But here's my wax collection. Getting there. All right. That's it. Not that this little bit was worth it, but still. Bye.
Well, that was short but sweet, but, you know, I bet y'all have lots of great ideas for hillbilly hacks of your own. Yeah. I forgot what I was talking about. Anyway, you know what's really good? We switched to like Crystal Light, the Walmart brand, and we mix half fruit punch and half yellow lemonade, and it's delicious. And it's, you know, no sugar, so save those teeth I still have. Okay. Love you guys, bye!